Hey, my loves. I am asking that you stand with me and boycott Netflix for gender bias and color bias. I was offered a $500,000 deal last week to do a comedy special. However, Amy Schumer was offered $11 million, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle $20 million. Then Amy Schumer went back and renegotiated $2 more million because she said I shouldn't get what the men are getting, they're legends, however I should get more, and Netflix agreed. When we asked Netflix to explain the difference, why the money was so different, they said, well, we believe that's what Monique will bring. We said, well, what about my resume? They said, we don't go off of resumes. Then we asked them, what was it about Amy Schumer? And they said, well, she sold out Madison Square Garden twice, and she had a big movie over the summer. Is that not Amy Schumer's resume? And then Netflix said, by the way, we believe Monique is a legend too. Why shouldn't I get what the legends are getting? Please stand with me in this boycott of Netflix. I love us for real.
Whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast.
Wait, we
it's your man
starting
Aldo
already?
Nice. Yeah, of course, you just heard me say it.
I didn't know we were going to start so
Well,
soon.
now we've started.
Okay, well, my name's Rod Smooth. I'm here again.
I'm Los, a.k.a. CAP.
We out here.
Hi,
Hey,
Los.
Was that in Roger Smoother?
hey,
Turtleneck
man,
Daddy?
I'm mad because I sent y'all
You sound like that was an AA meeting.
y'all- it's-
Hi, I'm Los, and I'm an alcoholic.
I'm mad because I sent y'all boys that
on
meme
the
earlier, and you boys just didn't even respond to the meme. It wasn't a meme; it was a tweet that when Ryan Shazier tweeted, "We going to the Super Bowl and we're gonna win that bitch." Ha 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 ha. I know the feeling, young blood. That's why I take it one game at a time. So he was basically hating on Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, he was mad.
Did you see what somebody commented?
I didn't read that part.
Oh my god.
What did he say?
Hey, look, the views expressed by the person who responded to that do not express the views of Best Friend Weekend Podcast, Aldo Nice, Raj Smooth, or CAP. But he said, in response, I guess it's a Jacksonville friend. Nigga, learn how to walk first before you pussy ass start to talk shit, nigga. You need to be worried about if you're going to keep your old lady. Worry about your dick and legs right now and grow some fucking eyebrows too. You Charlie Villanueva looking nigga. Wow. My God.
So you went full raw dog on him.
That is the worst response I ever heard since like LeBron said something about winning a title and the nigga responded to him, you need to worry about Delonte West fucking your mama, bitch. Like that is ain't nothing been that bad.
No, that wasn't even
that's
clever.
disrespectful.
Like, that wasn't even a clever response. It was just I'm just going to say
I'm
everything
coming at your
wrong with
neck.
Yeah.
you. At your neck.
It's whew. I feel like people got animosity.
Wow.
He went at Ryan Shazier neck. Cutting Ryan Shazier. This podcast is brought to you by Ryan Shazier. Get well soon, man. Like I don't need that
Right?
type of
Hey,
energy.
did you
And grow
see
your
what?
eyebrows.
I don't think we ever mentioned this, but did you see what Steve Gleason put after the Saints and Vikings game?
Nah, I ain't see that.
Y'all didn't see that? This is a true story.
I definitely saw the tweet. I definitely saw.
It's so funny. I'm gonna say it since
Is
Cap
it?
didn't see it.
Cap,
He said something along the lines of, "Oh my God, I'm in so much shock I can't move," like something like that.
Yeah, I can't move. Like I can't even move right now.
Like I'm
Oh
so
my
shocked I
God.
can't move.
That like the internet is undefeated, but that's not even an example of the internet being undefeated. That's an example of the internet having zero chill because y'all boys, woo, I need y'all to stop it, man. We had a lot of audience feedback last week. One of the questions that people talked about, they said they picked the one little part of the podcast last week. They said that I obviously said, you know how sometimes somebody borrow your underwear. And people, like multiple people hit me up about that. Like you let people borrow your underwear? Like, why that's a thing? Like, they say I didn't clarify.
No, you did say that though. You let people borrow your drawers.
No,
all
you
the time.
you did like that wasn't even a Freudian slip. Like you let people borrow your
and
underwear
then it
on
looked at us
more
and
than
said,
one occasion.
Hey, so y'all ain't never let nobody wear y'all drawers before?
And I did
Like it
say
was
that.
normal or something.
Like,
Like,
no.
it
I
was
want to get
supposed
y'all
be.
to quantify. I want to clarify.
Yeah.
The thing is, I have been in situations where I've been somewhere on a trip and someone did not have an appropriate amount of underwear. They ran out. They didn't have them. They forgot to bring them, whatever it was. And somebody said, hey, let me get a pair of underwear. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. I would allow anyone to have a pair of my underwear if they needed them. That don't mean I'm taking them underwear back.
You lie.
Them underwear become their underwear. At that moment, they belong to that human being. They don't belong to me anymore. And I just don't see what's the big problem with that.
So let me tell you what the problem is. So like, now birds of a feather flock together.
Hey, I'm with you. How many pair of drawers have you borrowed when you ran out?
I never ran out of drawers. I always live by the rule. Bring 3 extra pair of drawers wherever you go. That's the first thing I pack anywhere time I go anywhere. Drawers.
And if you bring 3 pairs of drawers, it's like bringing 6 pairs of drawers, because if you flip them inside out, they just as fresh.
Oh, you nasty.
That's when we got stranded in Vegas. I did run out of drawers during the Mayweather fight, and I was washing them in the sink with like dishwashing detergent and hanging them to dry in the hotel room to double up on my drawers. Now I guess if I was balling, I'd have went buy me some drawers, but you know, it happens. Cause it happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us.
Boy, got them done fresh balls.
Let my drawers live. So hopefully that answers any lingering questions about my drawers borrowing. If you do need to borrow some drawers from Aldo Nice, I'm with the shits. You my homeboy, you can borrow my drawers. They belong to you. You're not borrowing my drawers, you're having them. You're taking them.
He want them back. Don't let him play you.
Drawers will never not have a piece of Aldo Nice in them. Every single pair of drawers that you've ever been in have a piece, no matter how many times you've washed them.
I agree.
A piece of Aldo Nice in them, and I'm not gonna have that part of Aldo Nice on my part of Rod Smooth. So
now, what if
I'm straight.
The other part of it
I'll
is,
free ball.
I'm
free ball
I'm free ball
before I borrow your drawers.
See, the part of it that might I never even thought about it is, what if I give somebody my drawers, then they go out there and meet to somebody, and then they like, oh shit, man, I need evidence. And the police take their drawers and like, ooh, Aldo Nice, all in them things.
Right in the middle of the podcast, he come knock on the door and get us. We'll get you.
Mm-hmm. That'd make for our best podcast.
Can you please speak with Aldo Nice? He got a little drawers residue. And
you know what? Just slide the paper over here. Me and Rod Smooth gonna keep going, and we'll come get you later.
I guess that's a real thing. Another thing, obviously, people were enthralled with was the sex doll talk. Sex Doll 101, which went hard. And I was reminded of a few things.
Like
first,
when I saw that sex doll on Instagram.
Definitely.
I went hard.
Not for long, though, because you were able to... Anyway, so
Extra
one thing
lube.
I forgot to even mention, we talked about Black Mirror and we talked about Netflix shows. Black Mirror was like a show that I told everybody you should catch up on. Black Mirror is an awesome show. Actually, this podcast brought to you by Groundstar. He hit me up and was like, hey, what was that show again? Black Mirror? What that's about? What episode should I start on? So we was talking about Black Mirror a lot. But there was an episode called Be Right Back, and that's season 2, episode 1. And this is the blurb that I got off of IMDb. It said, Martha is devastated when her partner Ash is killed in a road accident on the day they plan to move to a country cottage. At Ash's funeral, Martha's friend Sarah tells her of a new service which allows people to communicate with their deceased loved ones by using all their online communications and contributions. Martha's appalled and decides to stay in the cottage despite her sister's view that she's isolating herself. One day she gets a message from Ash and realizes that the sister signed up for the service. Initially, she's displeased, but upon finding out that she's pregnant, she relents and relishes these conversations. With her comfort level growing, talking with this synthetic version of Ash, it isn't long before he tells Martha about a next level of communication, one which is experimental. So long story short, dude died and they took all his social media like presence and they like put that into like a computer program that talked in his voice. So it was like, it sounded like him and it said things like he would say it and it communicated like he would communicate, and his chick was able to talk to him even after he died. Like, and it said things that like he would say. Then all of a sudden, the next level of experimentation, not to give away too much, was they sent a big synthetic version of Ash with talking like he talked, looking like he looked, big sex doll, but like a cyborg type thing that, walked around and was in the house.
That's too scary for me.
Yeah, she was smashing him and everything.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like the movie Transcendence.
Oh, really?
The exact same thing.
I've never seen the movie.
Never.
Do you need to watch that?
Okay. And that's the pretty much the plot line.
The exact same thing, but it's a full movie with Johnny Depp. So it's like a much, if you like that type of stuff, you need to watch Transcendence.
Speaking of, there's a Ryan Gosling movie that I knew nothing of. Maybe you guys have heard of it. It's called Lars and the Real Girl. Have you ever heard of that one?
Nope.
That came out like not a long time ago. And IMDb said, in this comedy, Lars Lindstrom is an awkwardly shy young man in a small northern town who finally brings home the girl of his dreams to his brother and sister-in-law's home. The only problem is she's not real. She's a sex doll Lars ordered off the internet. But sex is not what he has in mind. Rather, he wants a deep, meaningful relationship. His sister-in-law is worried for him. His brother thinks he's nuts. But eventually, the entire town goes along with the delusion in support of his sweet-natured boy that they've all loved. So Ryan Gosling's a weirdo who brought a sex doll home, who started bringing it around town, and everybody was okay with it. So the precedent is out there for this sex doll movement.
Man.
I'm just saying.
There's a thin line between weirdo. So you said weirdo and special education. So to like, and what I think
it's a thin line, right?
Let's
no,
clarify.
a very very thin
That man
line.
is
So like
special ed?
weirdo is somebody that's just weird. Like Tyler the Creator. Like somebody that just do weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just weird. Let's keep Austin weird. Let's keep Seattle weird. Portland or wherever. Denver. Let's keep these places weird. You do weird stuff. You're artsy kind of.
Yeah,
you're weird.
That's weird.
But if anytime it's entire like small town, like let's just say if you take the town that Remember the Titans was depicted, like the setting of Remember the Titans, and instead of it being a football movie, it'd be like a movie about like in that small town somebody having a sex doll. Like that's kind of the notion I'm getting from this movie.
Okay.
This sound like radio.
And
to
they
me.
support and they say radio.
Radio.
Said
Walk around
radio
with
had
the
a sex
Walkman
doll.
everywhere.
Radio.
radio
Walk
sex
around with the
doll.
sex doll.
Hey.
There's a thin line. Like radio wasn't a weirdo.
Radio
Is what I'm
special ed.
So you think it'll be a thing if you just walking in a mall and a dude hugged up with the sex doll sitting on his lap?
He's not a
At the food
weirdo.
court?
He's not a weirdo. He's special education.
Special ed. So you saying the sex doll you just ordered, you want to take it to the mall?
So I didn't order a sex doll to clarify things. But I've never been so close in my life to ordering a sex doll.
You was on that.
Tomorrow I might be closer, but today is as close as I've ever been.
Tomorrow.
Like 2,100 ain't that much. You know what I'm
2,100 is reasonable. You think
It's very reasonable. There's a lot of things that I can do with 2,100, and one of those things is buy a sex doll. Just like, and it's within. If I was rich, I would probably have a sex doll.
You probably have two of them. I can see you having different flavors.
I wouldn't need two. I don't need two. I don't want to cheat on my sex doll. Like I'm good with one sex doll. I don't need variety. What do I need variety of a sex doll for? They all generally feel the same way. It's not like one sex doll get wetter. We talked about that.
Let me ask you a question. How many weird people, but I'm not talking about special ed, I'm talking about perverts at this point, you think went on like some kind of red tube or something and was like, man, let me find that sex doll porn, because since sex dolls was the shit last week, couldn't.
So how many people did it, or how many people thought about doing it?
How many people did it?
It's a bunch of people who did it.
Because I thought about doing it. I didn't.
No,
I didn't, because it's essentially just watching a man jack off.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to catch me with a sex doll. Like, you're officially disgusting to me.
But it'd be okay to watch
Right.
a woman with a man sex doll. You'd probably be like, oh, okay, I could like this. Cause
Nah.
No, I've seen.
No, I don't think I would want to see that either.
I've definitely
seen that too.
before. I've
I'm not
definitely
a big
seen
solo
Where?
You've seen that on porn. Like you'll look up a regular porn chick that you might watch, and they'll have a scene with her with like this sex doll thing that's just laying there and she's just riding it. It's not like
I seen the
Yeah,
machine.
I've seen it as well, but I've never searched it.
Yeah,
I've
I've
never
seen ladies
searched it. I have
get pounded by the
my
machine.
custom searches. And I've never. It's not a
Rod's
part of my
nasty,
custom
dog.
searches.
amateur is like saved in your
Amateur's not saved. I'm not
ugly
going to speak
ugly
on
chicks.
one of
I
my
remember.
custom searches.
I remember you said ugly chicks was your.
Got a thing for ugly porn stars. I do.
Well, speaking of special ed and everything, man, I'm about to let's just start off before we get into the title role of who's on the cover. I'm gonna turn it over to Los.
To the meat.
To the meat of the thing. I'm gonna turn it over to Los, man. Introduce the next section. I mean, Los got a little something he want to say to y'all. Give it to him, raw, Los.
Say, bro, we about to come with that new segment for real though. For real though, Monique, you turned down $500,000 for an hour of work. For real though? Shit. Imagine you a teacher like I am, and boom, it takes you down there 10 years to make $500,000. Hell, for $500,000, I can pay off Sally Mae aggressive ass, buy me a Chick-fil-A, and get that exotic pit bull puppy with the short legs I always wanted. So excuse me if I don't feel nothing for you. If you ask me, you better take that $500,000, be funny, get your buzz up, and come back and tax the ass for the next special. And now you want us to boycott Netflix. For real though? Because you feel like you should get paid like Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, and the white lady who been killing movies lately, and she done sold out Madison Square Garden 2 times. For real though, Monique? First off, Netflix has allowed men to invite women over their house without even asking for sex for years. Hey, sweetheart, you should come through here and we can Netflix and chill. And she replied with that, well, I ain't really had no plans, so I guess I can come through and watch this with you. Because they both know after 15 minutes, it's about to be Mr. Nasty time. Like, for real, though. So, Monique, go sit your ass down somewhere. Go have you a cigarette and a shot of that Mad Dog 2020. Scream upstairs, hey, Precious, bring your fat ass down here. And have her release some of their attention for you. At the end of the day, some people might call me an asshole, but I'm just being real. Like, for real, though.
That's how you feel about, I mean, that's your thoughts. But that's how you really feel about Monique Los?
I really feel Monique on some fake activist shit. Like, number one, black folk don't even pay for Netflix. Like, I got been having Netflix for like 5 years. And I got the password off Twitter.
I didn't even think about that ever. That what you just said, the last part of it though. Honestly, like I know nobody has Netflix. I know that's a real thing. But I didn't know, never thought to Google a Netflix password. Yeah, that's probably very easy.
I got mine from Twitter like 5-6 years ago.
That's so crazy because I 100% have a Netflix account.
You pay for it?
You do?
I pay $13.99 for Netflix on 4 TVs with 4K content.
Hey, what's your password? Just in case this chick turn off my shit.
Well, you need my email address first, and you don't have that, so we won't even. Let's not even go there. But what I'm hinging on is that you want a pit poo. I never heard of it. I've heard of a shit poo, but I've never heard of a pit poo.
I want the pit bull puppy with the short leg. What they call them, bullies?
I don't know what they call them.
You should call it bullies.
Sounds like
then, if that's what you mean.
Bulldog.
Bullies sound. No, a bully is one of them little dogs with the little bow legs, like
The little short legs.
They look like they die quick though.
They do.
They probably do.
They can't breathe.
Got a lifespan of 3 weeks.
And them shits cost $3,000.
$3,000.
They cost as much as a sex doll.
Do I want a pit poo or a sex doll? I'm gonna go with the sex doll.
That sex doll, you know how long that lasts?
Years.
With the Energizer Bunny battery in it.
Ooh, she going forever, man.
Keep going and going and going.
Monique said that she wants y'all to boycott Netflix because of gender bias and color bias. Ain't that I don't like it because she's leveraging like the two things that she is. She's basically trying to get all the women and all the black people to get on her side because they gave Amy Schumer
she got a lot of side to get on. She can support all the women and all of the black people.
Leave Monique.
She chunky, bro. She ain't fat Monique like she used to be.
She was
Professor
fat,
Ogilvy Monique.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have no idea how Monique looks right now because I don't care about Monique no more.
Well, okay.
That's why she's not getting that money.
Start an activist.
That's why she's not getting that money.
She said that. Well, I don't know. Man. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting because I'm going to hop ahead and we'll come back to it. But the thing is, you said you don't even know nothing about Monique. And when you think about Monique, this is my big question. How do you picture her? Like when you, the name Monique, yeah, you picture her fat. But like what Monique, like what TV show, what movie do you think when you think Monique?
I'm definitely Precious.
Is that what you think?
I'm Precious and
no, I think the show she was on, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, whatever the name of it was.
Those two things.
Okay, so she wasn't on. I don't think maybe she was, but
she wasn't. I just don't know the name of it.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is because I remember. Well, I had to look it up though. But what's funny
Girlfriends?
No, cutting. I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
Cutting it, but it's interesting because there was a time in my life, and it was a long time in my life where I didn't watch black shows because it got to the point where it was always the same actors with the same storyline. It was shortly after Brown Sugar was like the same thing as Love and Basketball, and I was like, I don't like black shows. I don't want Morris Chestnut being the protagonist and everything, and them recycling Sanaa Lathan for every movie. So I just kind of was over it. I felt like it wasn't good.
I wasn't mad about that.
It was. I think it was sometime around in college, like 2000 to like maybe 2008. I wasn't on it. Sadly to say, I've never seen Precious. So
You didn't see Precious?
I've never seen Precious.
You ain't seen when she
I'm
screamed.
also in that game. I've never seen Precious.
Y'all never seen Precious when she made Precious come down to eat that box from downstairs?
I heard Precious got that.
I've
gangster
never
and they
seen
was raping her,
Precious.
but I never watched the movie.
Say, bro, she literally was laying on the couch, drinking, smoking a Joe. She got horny and yelled, Precious, come here. Bring your fat ass down here. Precious came down there. She said, you know what to do.
What Precious did?
Ate that thing.
No, her mom.
Ate the box, yeah.
Her mom?
Yes.
I don't want to see Precious.
Okay, I know what
It sounds
Raj,
like taboo
I know what
porn.
I know what
Like
I know what
family
Raj
porn.
is thinking, because me and Raj laugh at this all the time. That if porn says sons had sex with mother or mother and daughter, couldn't we never want to watch that?
No.
That's disgusting to me, couldn't?
We should just start a porn podcast.
Bro, she literally, she
'Cause
came.
This was very porn centric. We're gonna get off of that, right? I swear we're gonna get off
She
the
ate
porn.
that thing. Like, she came downstairs,
Wow.
got on her knees, and took it. And she
Well, I
was
knew
like,
she ended up having that gag. Like she got AIDS in the movie, right? Like Precious did. Didn't somebody like knock her up and she got that gangster?
I think she got pregnant. I don't remember if she
Oh.
got that gangster though. But I distinctly remember her eating a mama pussy. Vagina.
Ugh.
Box.
Ugh.
Red box.
Ugh. Not red box.
Nah.
Look how you
No,
go.
but she ate a mama.
Different
She ate
type
a
of
mama
box.
though.
Okay, so now
I
he's
just found out she
even
was in Moesha.
so it's
Guess I
even
just had to say that.
it's even further pushed us to the side of we're never gonna watch Precious. But what I'm talking about, Raj, is the Parkers.
Oh, she was on the Parker.
She was on the Parkers. It was her and Professor Olby. You remember Cat Williams was say he went to that party, that sex
Professor
party. He was
Olby's
like,
is that
"Oh,
Professor
Is that
Olby?"
Professor Olby?
Professor Ogilvy in there. Yeah.
That's the Monique I remember, man. Like
Yeah.
I pulled her Wikipedia, and I remember the Parkers. I remember her
Yeah,
being on
I watched that
Moesha,
too.
and I don't know nothing about that. Like, but when I pulled Precious, she had like 36 like award nominations
Yeah.
for Precious. So she must have been good in Precious.
That's what she got her awards off, I think. I think she got one off.
So that's
that
why
movie.
she thinks she need to get more than 500 racks?
Yeah, because she let Precious eat that pussy.
Wait, so Monique and Precious is the same person?
No, Monique was the mama in Precious.
You don't know who Precious is? The
I know who
what's
Precious
her,
is.
Gabby?
I'm just joking.
Okay.
Oh, boy. I can't see you right now.
Yeah,
so
man.
I don't know if you for
He
real. or
froze up or something. But the Precious, I guess that's a movie we should.
not.
But I
You
don't
have
wanna.
to. Hey, bro, you have to.
I don't
see
really want
Precious.
to watch it no
No,
more.
it's
honestly.
crazy.
You
I've
saw the
always thought
movie
about it,
as
but I just
Precious,
wanna see
the movie Precious is about, like if CAP was writing a blurb for Precious, he would write, Monique makes the daughter come eat that box
Well,
and smoke a
that was
cigarette.
the craziest part. But Precious went through a whole bunch of shit in her life.
It's like a rough life movie.
Yeah,
was
she got
Oprah in
bullied.
Precious?
Huh?
Was Oprah in Precious?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Oh.
think so. He wasn't a slave type movie. You know, Oprah only played them slave movies.
Oprah only in slave movies. That's how y'all
Yeah.
come in.
She do that.
Ain't nobody ever gave me nothing.
Mister.
No, man. So yeah, I don't have so that's why we know Monique, and I guess that's how we both know her, Raj. We know very old school Monique. Like we still in high school watching the type of shows we'd watch in high school. Carlos,
Like Comic View, Monique.
yeah, that Monique.
Yeah,
That's
when
the
she
one I
was
know.
fat. She was Chinese by the eyes. You couldn't
So,
even see her shit.
I wouldn't I don't understand why she feel like Netflix should give her more than $500,000 to do 1 hour worth of work.
That's a lot of money,
Um,
dog.
That's like almost $1 billion to me. Like it's not $1 billion, but it's close. They said okay, so Chappelle and Rock got like 20 million for each of their specials, and Amy Schumer got 13 million,
Mhm.
and she got 500,000. I guess I can understand why she feels like it's unequally
How much did
yoked.
Cat get? Do we know how much Cat got?
I don't know. Cat probably shouldn't get more than Monique. They probably should be Wood and Wood. I
You know
guess.
why? Cat always in the news. He's more relevant to her. She should have been.
That's
Getting beat up by
and then
little
that's where I'm
kids.
going with it. That's where I'm going with it. So like I don't think Monique made the right moves. Like she didn't like you know what? So she was like, "Oh, I'm Monique. I'm fat, and I want y'all to date big women and blah blah blah. You know, like, and I'm gonna make you feel good about big women. Like honestly, I'm looking at Monique and the way like her confidence was in a roundabout way. I would never order a Monique sex doll, but like in a roundabout way. In a roundabout way, you know, she made me look at big girls a little different, and I kind of found her confidence to be a little sexy.
Well,
Not really, but you know, in a backhanded compliment type of way.
She made you look at
If she would have
chunky
like
girls
not
different.
tried to get skinny, if she'd have not tried to get skinny and just like rode that fat train
Yeah.
into 2018, then she probably would have gotten more than them boys.
I think
But
she should have Kim Kardashian everybody, Ross. Just put a naked thing up on IG before she
If
got
she
to
put,
tripping.
if she would have put that, if she would have put a naked picture on the internet, if she was a part of the fappening, she would have definitely got more than 500,000.
Well, even let's put it like this. I think I like where you're going, Roger, with where she took her career. I think if you look back at Rock, like Rock was doing, he was being he had that serious role type thing going on when he was in like New Jack City and shit, and he was Pookie and he was doing all of that stuff. But he originally eventually got to like the Saturday Night Lives, and comedy was his thing.
Yeah.
Like the same thing with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's always been comedy. Amy Schumer, if I like anything I think about Amy Schumer being in The White Lady, as Los so eloquently put it, is some kind of a comedy. Monique, if you're telling me her career went from the Parkers and being comedy and being a fat people, somebody, you know, laughing with, and then she goes to Precious where she has this serious role,
Mm-hmm.
her lane feels like it's more of a serious lane.
Yeah.
So you can't hop back in comedy and demand a whole bunch of money if you're not known for comedy no more.
I think that's it's because that's the last thing I know her from was that, you know, her being a mean ass mama, a terrible mother, all that in that movie. She got a lot of accolades for that. But I don't go on YouTube and Monique pops up in a small ass comedy club telling jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
let's also not forget the fact that Precious, even though I didn't see it, was in 2009. That's almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So like a movie, yes, she won a bunch of awards, but like, what have you done
She probably on
in
some
the
kind
last few years?
She probably on some kind of syndicated. You know what's interesting? I was thinking about your boy the other day, Raj. He was on your top 10 of 2016 list, Steve Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when you had that when Steve Harvey told him when everyone was like, Nana, I mean, Mama, no.
Nah.
Nanny.
It was like, man, just turn.
Well,
this,
Steve, I would have to
just
say
turn
Nanny.
Just turn the shit off. Okay, but anyway, Steve do Family Feud, but Steve also, I saw a billboard in Houston the other day that Steve's on some show in the morning, 5 to 9 every morning. I was like, Steve be working.
He hustling. He owns part of
Steve
the
got
Miss
left.
America pageant.
Yeah.
He out here with
Steve
the
is
shits,
on like
boy.
syndicated radio.
Yeah.
So like a lot of black radio stations have Steve Harvey in the morning. I don't know if that's still a thing, but you know, like Ricky Smiley or Steve Harvey is like pretty much your two choices.
It's definitely a thing. That's why I saw a billboard in Houston this week.
It's Tom Joyner and him,
Like,
the fly job.
And another
On the same show?
thing,
No, I'm saying just like.
Have you ever
the
seen
two top
Steve Harvey
old
got them
people
kids?
Radio listens.
like
no,
it's not like kids say the darnest things anymore, but
Oh,
it's with
like-
Steve Harvey.
yeah, a whole bunch of kids.
Not to
gonna
mention,
answer
he
some-
also got the Steve Harvey show. Like
That's,
like Steve
what you
Harvey
mean in
don't sleep.
syndication? Or he still
No,
do
the
it,
Steve Harvey show is like on the same path as like Dr. Phil.
Okay. So.
Oh yeah, he does. He does have a show. Yep, you're right.
So
it comes on
Steve,
evenings.
so if Steve Harvey was doing a Netflix special, give me a dollar amount. How much he could? If Rock and Chappelle is 20, Schumer's 13, and Monique's 500,000, how much Steve Harvey
he got to get 17.
Based off age, he would get less than them because
Yeah.
he's just not as hot anymore.
15.
So I'm gonna say 10.
I think it's closer to 5 to 10 as well.
Yeah, well, I don't think.
I don't think
taking
he's getting as much as Amy Schumer.
that. Yeah, because he's not as hot as.
Think
her.
about people
Oh, he's-
gonna watch it. People gonna watch
Yeah.
Amy Schumer.
Yeah, that's true.
Who
I
gonna
don't
watch
think
it?
she's not funny to me though. Only in movies.
I mean, shit.
I try to watch her
she,
stand-up
she don't have to be.
She's
funny
not funny to
you.
me only in movies. But like, what else is she?
Stand up. We'll stand
what
up.
I mean.
She's not funny. I met her in person one time at Panera Bread. And
She's not- she wasn't funny at all. She came
She's
in.
not funny in stand up.
Came into the
Only in
office one
movies,
day,
bro.
Okay, so is Monique getting undercut? Y'all think she should have? I think they should have maybe chunked her a little bit more. But at the end of the day, you hustling the wrong way. in her little blurb, she said they offered Amy Schumer $11 million, and Amy Schumer went back and negotiated 13. Well, if they offered you 500, you should have went back and got negotiated to 1.5.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe she did, but like if they give you 500,000, you really don't have much to work with. It's like, hey Monique, like it wasn't like Monique. Guess what, baby girl? We'll give you 500,000. It was more like, hey Monique, I don't know if you want to do a Netflix special or whatever.
No, it's probably
but
like
got 500,000 for you.
it was probably like
just to let you know.
I'm the representative for Monique, and I'm Aldo Nice. I'm Monique's agent, and we really wanted to get a Netflix special, and they're like, cool, fuck it.
We fuck with Monique.
Yeah,
Okay, but
fine.
okay,
So look-
so that's what we'll do.
You asked if Monique got undercut. So I think I have an answer.
Go ahead.
So all right. So if I'm like, let's say we're playing football, I'm a skill position player, I'm like a cornerback, receiver, safety, something like that, regular, regular person, and an offensive lineman is coming my way. What are you gonna do to that offensive lineman?
You're gonna undercut him.
You know what?
I rest my case.
You're gonna undercut him. She
Man,
clipping,
shut up, boy.
clipping on. They
Dude,
clipping her because she
dumb,
fat.
man.
I hate you. We moving on.
Righteous.
We will not talk about this anymore. Hey, we looking. I turned around. I'm looking at the screen, and just like that, the All-Star starters and the All-Star teams have been selected. They selected the All-Star team. So obviously everybody, I mean, some people know, most people know, they picked teams, they squadded up, and they let LeBron James and Steph Curry pick the All-Star teams this year.
So how did Steph get it?
Because they were the top 2 vote getters.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so LeBron's team went and just kind of so you know the rules, they had to pick out of the starters first. LeBron went first, then it was a snake draft. So LeBron, then Steph got 2, then LeBron got 2, then Steph got 2. They don't tell you what order people got picked in, and that was kind of like the whole big thing. They didn't want to tell you the order because they didn't want to actually hurt nobody's feelings in the All-Stars who probably got picked last. Like Al Horford had to get picked last. But
How did he make
All of
it?
Marcus Aldridge.
yeah, one of them two. So look at the 2 teams. Bron picked his starting 5. Bron, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Boogie and the Brow is his starters. And his bench people are John Wall and Bradley Beal, Porzingis, Oladipo, Kevin Love, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Russell Westbrook. Oh my God.
Jesus.
And Steph's team, his starting lineup is Steph, the Greek Freak, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, and the Beard, Harden.
They're about to get pounded, boy.
And his bench is Klay Thompson and Draymond, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Lillard, Karl Anthony Towns, and Al Horford.
Hey, Steph Curry couldn't coach my son Little League team.
Steph Curry sucked more than scratch picking teams.
Yes, he's fucking horrible.
That's
dog.
bad.
Jesus. No
Look,
way.
Like, okay, so the thing is they're not going to release who got picked when or whatever else. But LeBron picked first. Did LeBron pick KD first?
You know he did pick KD
Yes.
first.
People was on
Of
TV
course.
talking. I just heard Reggie Miller say, "Oh, he probably picked Kyrie first."
No.
I don't think that happened. I think he ended up with Kyrie last. I think he picked Kevin Durant, and then Steph Curry picked Giannis and Harden, and then he came back and put Boogie in the Brow.
AD.
Boogie in the Brow.
Yeah.
And then Steph came back and picked Embiid and DeRozan.
He
And
wouldn't got Kyrie.
And then
there.
he ain't had nobody else to pick except for Kyrie. I feel like Steph did that just to make him have Kyrie on the team. Like
But,
he was
I mean-
playing that old. What you think?
I'm not putting.
Let me
go ahead.
Go ahead, Raj.
let me tell you what the biggest takeaway from all of this is.
Still work.
Obviously, LeBron picked Kevin Durant. Obviously.
Yeah.
And then, the starters, I feel like it went almost like it was supposed to go.
Mhm.
Pretty much. This is what I would imagine. But how in the world did Steph pick the reserves? Steph had the first pick of the reserves,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and he didn't end up with Russell Westbrook.
Because that's too
So
much
you
pride.
pretty much-
That's too much pride. Yep. He probably picked Klay
It
Thompson.
doesn't matter.
You think he picked
No, he
Klay
picked his
Thompson?
team.
Yeah.
He picked Clay, and then Draymond, and LeBron's looking at him like, all right.
He picked the dudes he came to the gym with.
Exactly. They
All
came
right,
with the team.
cool.
Hey, I got my 3. I need 2.
Like, all right, man, I'm just going to pick the best team, I guess, then. You
He
can go
like-
ahead and just
so when he
choose
picked them
the
two-
Warriors if you want.
He picked the Warriors, and LeBron was like, "All right, I'll take Westbrook and Porzingis. Okay, that's fine. Now do what you want." Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
doesn't
Steph,
even matter
Steph don't
anymore.
like people who don't pass him the ball, man.
Yeah, he don't want John Wall
So
on his
he
team.
definitely not picking.
Yeah, but
Westbrook.
this is
LeBron
these
picked
are
all the live
reserves.
people,
Yeah.
Cutting.
He's
LeBron
the
got
coach.
all the live
Yeah.
people, Cutting.
Good
Team
coach.
LeBron is gonna win.
Yeah,
Like,
by easy.
I remember we talked about this on one of our podcasts a long time ago, and I told you that the Warriors were gonna win in 4,
Yeah.
and they ended up winning in 5. This is documented.
Yeah. It's
but
true.
that was
I
when-
am documenting this right now that Team LeBron is gonna score more than 170 and win.
Oh my
I
God.
got a feeling that Team LeBron is gonna really feel like Team LeBron, like he's the owner / coach, and he's not even gonna play a lot. I feel like he gonna just be coasting. Cause if you got a team where you could just throw out Anthony Davis, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, like
Boogie.
LeBron don't really have to play a lot. Like he could
Right.
just kind of be messing around and talking on the sideline, and they'll be dominating without him. But I think it's interesting the little interpersonal drama. He does have KD and Westbrook,
Mhm.
and he does have himself and Kyrie. So you think he gonna freeze Kyrie out? Absolutely not. He's LeBron.
You know what he gonna do? They gonna become friends, and they gonna go to the same team. just, just to beat
So you
up
think-
on.
So the NBA is basically turning into the WWF.
Right.
No, for real.
Right.
It's the best friend weekend.
So do you think it's at all possible that LeBron kind of picks Kyrie from a standpoint of, let me get his guards down and friendly bob him a little bit so I can bust his ass in the
No.
playoffs?
I think the way that it looks,
Welcome
you
back.
gotta.
Hey, what's up, Rod?
Hey,
Go ahead.
I haven't seen
Go
you in a
ahead,
while,
man.
brother.
We listening.
the way that it looks is that, I mean, you come down to like the last few picks. You got a choice between I can get a point guard or I can get Joel Embiid, 'cause obviously. So like, I'm gonna go with my guy. I think that they still cool. I just think that man was just like, you know what, bro? Like not to say I don't mess with you as a person. Like I could just see that's how the conversation went. Not to say that I don't mess with you like as a person, but I just don't want to play with you no more.
LeBron wrote his little list, like his list on paper of his team when he was picking it, which is funny. And and one of them, and he put Westbrook or something, or Westbrook. He couldn't even spell, but he wrote center. Look, this is going. You remember when we picked our top favorite people from the playoffs last year? You would be mad at LeBron because look what he put on his list: center, DeMarcus Cousins; power forward, Anthony Davis; small forward, LeBron James; shooting guard, Kevin Durant;
Ooh.
point guard, Kyrie Irving.
I don't
He
like-
wrote that down. It's on a piece of paper.
I don't like him.
I'm not mad about that though.
I'm going point guard LeBron James, shooting guard Kevin Durant,
Kyrie Irving.
Small-
Kyrie Irving.
small forward LeBron James, power forward LeBron James, and center I'm
LeBron
gonna have to go with LeBron James. No,
LeBron
if we
James.
want to do it that way.
That's how you doing it, man. Hey, okay. So this got us to thinking, and we've been talking about this all week. This is our special surprise that we're gonna have fun with one another. Every year they talk about the snubs, the people who didn't make the All-Star team. And since the All-Star games in LA, we're gonna host our own game. We're gonna host it at the Snub Hub Center, and we're gonna have all of the snubs, and they're gonna get to play a round robin game. So we're gonna pick Team Los, Team Raj Smooth, Team Aldo Nice for the All-Star snub game. So we get to pick anybody who's not in the game, if they're hurt or if they're not hurt. If they in that league, they could be picked. So I got a list of a whole bunch of people. We can't pick the same people. So once they're picked, they're picked. Look, how y'all want to do this? How we going to determine the order? I don't care when I go. But it's a snake draft. So if you go first, you go last the next round. And
So I just want to tell you that
you
there are
filling out
not, if there's 15 snubs, then that means no, there's not 15 snubs.
it ain't
is
no
what I'm
15
saying.
snubs.
So
You're right.
So there's like a few like in the rest of scrubs, if anything. Like there's not 15 snubs.
It's no such thing as 15 snubs. That's the gist of what you're saying, right?
No, so we should be able to have the same people.
Okay. So that's why we can't have the same people. That's why we're going to That's why we're going to draft it in this way. So once somebody's off the board, they're off the board. So if your team is poo, your team is poo. I already can see the graphic that I'm going to put on Instagram with all of y'all teams and say who you got. But we going to see who you got. So if y'all want to pick first or last, anybody want it? I'll give it to you.
I'm going first.
Okay, Los want to go first. Raj, you want to go second or you want the swing pick?
I get 2 on the swing pick?
Yeah.
Then let me get my 2.
All right, good. I'm going to go second. So here we go. Fill out your lineup with your point guard, your small shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
I'm actually all about
center.
positionless basketball. So.
Okay, so like LeBron James, huh? All right, Los, you got the first pick in the snub draft.
Y'all ain't gonna like me.
And you got to tell me who and why.
I'm going Ben Simmons, bro.
Ooh, he got LeBeige.
I'm going Ben Simmons. He a 6'10" point guard, playing decent basketball right now. I feel like he getting everybody involved. I'm going to try to surround him with some scores, make it easy for him. And then, too, it's nobody y'all can pick that can guard that guy.
Okay. You
Nobody.
can't shoot, but okay.
We can go to the hole on y'all. Y'all ain't that good.
Okay, if you want Ben Simmons, you kind of messed up my all light-skinned team because I was going to have an all light-skinned All-American team, but since you
That's
picked
why
it,
I did it.
okay. I'll switch around, and I'm going to go with PG-13. I'm going to take Paul George as my small forward on my snub All-American team. I don't think I even have to explain why. It's PG. Raj, you got the swing pick. You get 2 players.
It's nice. I get 2 picks. So I'm going to go with the backcourt tandem of Chris Paul and booming out in 6 Gwinnett, like South Gwinnett. Is it booming out in South Gwinnett like Lou Will?
6 man like
Six
Lou
man
Will.
like Lou Will. 2 girls and they get
At the
along
same
like
time, like Lou Will.
I'm Lou Will.
Oh man, yeah, we all wanted Lou Will, so
Definitely
these things
wanted
happen.
Lou
Oh, this
Will.
comes back to me because you were the first pick. I forgot. That's how a snake draft.
And there's
works.
no more snubs.
Snub.
Nobody's left.
That's all the snubs. We took all the snubs. Okay. So with my snub All-American team, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna take it. Okay, I'm not gonna take the guy. I'm gonna go with Devin Booker. Because I think Devin Booker gets buckets. And look, think about it. This is an all-star game we playing. Devin Booker is going to put up jumpers. He going to score by 70. I'm going Devin Booker. Devin Booker is my shooting guard on my snub team. It's on you, Los, and it's a swing pick, so you get 2.
All right.
Los was sucking a fantasy football draft. He's sitting here thinking too much.
Yeah, I didn't prepare at all. But I'm gonna protect the rim. DeAndre Jordan, he didn't get picked, huh?
No.
Give me DeAndre Jordan, man. That's my center. I'm gonna take him, and I'm gonna take the rookie from LA that's been balling. What's his name? Light skinned boy.
Lonzo?
No, hell no.
Kyle Kuzma.
That's who I want.
Okay, so you want Kyle Kuzma
Yeah.
and DeAndre Jordan.
Give me DeAndre Jordan.
I'm sitting here scratching people off as we go. All right, cool. I think I'm going to still be able to get the people I want. Since we all about positionless basketball. Ooh. I did say injured or no injured, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. I know you picking the white boy?
Oh, no, I'm picking Kawhi Leonard. I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard.
forgot about that.
I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard.
I actually want to change my draft pick.
I'm taking Kawhi
I forgot
Leonard.
about that boy.
Since y'all boys want to be fashionably late to the party, I'm taking Kawhi
forgot.
Leonard.
I
about
would like
that
to
dude,
change
man.
my draft pick to Kawhi Leonard.
Raj,
Exactly.
you get the swingman pick, Raj.
I'm going to go with Michael Jordan and Larry Bird. So, if I have to be serious here, then I guess I get 2 picks, man. That's really good. I'm going to go with 2003 Dirk Nowitzki.
Yo, bro,
And-
please pick a rational
He's still in the
person.
league.
Okay, no, but you
Okay.
can't say 2000.
This dude here retarded.
I'm going to go with Andrew Wiggins
Mm-hmm.
and
Andrew Wiggins, wasn't he on like a sci-fi movie? Like, anyway, go ahead. Andrew Wiggins and who else?
Andrew Wiggins and Blake Griffin.
Blake. Quality pick.
I
Quality
like
pick.
Blake.
I won. I
Okay.
ended up with Blake Griffin.
So I got two more, and it's like 4 people that I want to pick. Like I want to pick. Okay, I know what I want. Okay, so since I feel like I got the best team with like scorers and shooters already with Kawhi, Devin Booker, and PG-13, I'm going with tough guys to fill out my roster. My center will be Steven Adams. I'm taking Steven Adams to fight someone at the. Can I take that back? It could be either Larry Nance or Steven Adams. I'm taking Steven Adams as my center. I'm making a team. I want to win. It's on you, Los. You get 2 picks. You got to fill out your roster.
Man, I'm not prepared. Oh, ain't nobody. I mean, it's
Oh,
nobody
I got a
else.
whole list of people that I could.
So you got to sit down and prepare. But I didn't prepare at all. Oh, you know what? Let me get a little. I don't know that boy name. Let me get a little buddy from the Celtics that been scoring that thing.
He talking about Rozier,
The little light skinned dude.
light skinned dude.
Oh,
Oh.
Jason Tatum.
Yes.
Take Jason Tatum. You
Let me
put him
get
on
him.
your list, and you need one more.
And
you gotta
let me
fit-
get I'm gonna put him. I want a
We
gangster.
said
though.
positionless basketball. Jason Tatum and whom?
I want a gangster, bro. You know what?
Do you want to give up your pick? Oh
No,
You could have.
I'm
you
gonna
could
go
have,
old school. Give me Vince Carter, man.
You want old ass Vince? Okay, that's what you do with your last pick. Because if your last pick is for shits and giggles, I know who I want. I said I want tough guys. If any one of y'all team mess with us,
Zebo.
I'm getting somebody who gonna punch him in the face and break their face. At the power forward, I got Bobby Portis because he breaks faces. He broke his teammate face, and I want Bobby Portis as my power forward.
So in lieu of that, I want a shooter at my big man position. So I'm gonna go with Nikolai Mirotic.
Mirotic, and I'm gonna
That's a
punch him
joke.
in the face. Okay.
That's a joke. I'm actually gonna pick a team to win. Since y'all just went off of the deep end, I'm gonna pick my point guard now, and I'm gonna go with Nikolai Jokic. So
Oh, that center.
Shout
That's
out
funny. I like that.
everybody's bringing the ball up the court.
Nah,
Everybody.
I think I
Lonzo-
won this game.
Lonzo is actually number 8 in assists and number 33 in rebounds. Like Lonzo is actually should have been picked. I like Dennis Smith Jr. Nobody picked him.
Yeah.
I thought about going. I mean, there's Kemba Walker. There's
Yeah.
Andre Drummond. I thought about going LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo, he's not in that league. Can't pick it. I
Doesn't
wanted.
matter.
I wanted
He's a
Dennis Smith
professional
Jr.
Positionless
though.
So
basketball.
I wanted CJ McCollum, and I'm surprised none of y'all picked CJ McCollum, but I picked Devin Booker, so I feel like that's buckets. Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I'd probably.
LeVar Ball's coaching my team.
I'd rather have C.J. McCollum than Chris Paul. I don't like Chris Paul that much.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
so Chris
you
Paul.
got it.
I'm actually
no
taking
Mhm.
back. Now I'm gonna go C.J. McCollum.
You can put on- like if we really playing, I don't take Bobby Portis. So if you get to take him, if you get to take CJ McCollum and put in Chris Paul, then I get to take back Bobby Portis because I've already used my joke, and I get to put in Aaron Gordon because that's who I want instead. If it's an All-Star game, I want Aaron
Who's
Gordon.
Aaron? Aaron Gore. Eric or Aaron?
Aaron Gordon, like put the ball under your butt and dunk it. Aaron Gordon, that guy. I want Aaron
Oh,
Gordon.
yeah.
If Bobby Portis was just shits and giggles, I'm putting Aaron Gordon, and I'll let you have.
He's been balling.
I'll let
I
you
get
have your boy. I'll let you have
He been
CJ
balling.
McCollum. Some other ones, nobody wanted Melo? And nobody
No.
wanted Click
I'll
Capella?
take Hoodie Mello.
I definitely would take Hoodie Mello. You know what? I'll take Vince out and put Hoodie Mello in my shit.
That's what you want, Melo? So we all got one addendum at the end. You got Melo?
Yeah, we can all have one. We can all have one.
Take Vince
reserve.
out and
Why
put
not?
Mello back in there.
Oh, that's our
There's
reserve.
enough snubs.
Okay, cool. That's a reserve.
Oh,
We
well,
all
I
get a
want
reserve.
Vince, I want Vince on my
that
bench
means
then.
there's
Yeah, Vince is
actually
bitch.
Vince on
Okay.
my bench.
that means there's actually
You gotta have a vet, bro.
18 snubs that we came up
18,
with.
18 snubs included, and no, actually we have 17 in Bobby Portis. And no, 16 Bobby Portis
Yeah,
and
Vince.
Vince Carter.
Vince.
Who aren't really snubs.
Vince.
I saw Vince try to dunk recently, and he looked like he blew out both tires.
Yeah.
He went up, missed the
It's a
dunk,
no-go.
was looking around, foul. People on the bench was laughing,
Yeah.
like, come on, son. No foul. Nobody touched you.
Hey, I saw Vince one time get loaded before Houston Rockets game out here when he was still Vince Sanity.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Speaking
Was
of...
that night before we had to put you on probation?
Probably
Now,
so.
it was the weekend before that.
Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, you did just hit on something. Big Baller Brand, you said LaMelo Ball. LaMelo and LiAngelo combined for 80 points last week.
They're playing against people the same age. It's still good though.
37 and 43.
Still good.
LaMelo hit 5 straight threes.
Guess who was coaching?
Who was coaching?
LaVar.
I saw you had a little outfit on. Was he the coach?
He was on the sideline.
Interesting. And he like, shoot it, son.
Yeah.
Son, just put it up. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at Big Baller Brand for this week. Shout out to Big Baller Brand this week. Make sure when y'all listening, y'all hit up the pod and let us know who you think had the best team. I know we got some sports heads out there who gonna say who team will win. We'll make it real visual when we put it on the
Man, we gotta sit down and get a chance to sit down and really do it though. You've been doing this shit all day.
No, y'all, we just did it. It was done.
I'm
Y'all,
saying
I told y'all
prepared.
I told y'all we
You
got
got
this 2
notes
weeks
and
ago.
everything.
Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen well. Y'all don't hear
I
good.
got asthma.
That's what I thought, man. So speaking of some other stuff, let's kind of move along because I know, we pushing up on it just a little bit. So I'm big on the internet phenomenons, like Raj is too, Los is too. You hear some stuff on the internet a lot. So I got some friends who always tell me, look, you got to start getting on your Twitter because Twitter is like where every joke and every meme and every trend starts. It starts on Twitter.
Bro.
I mean, I'm not a big Twitter head. I'm dabble in some Snapchat. This podcast is brought to you by Harley Davidson, but I dabble in some Snapchat and I mess around with some IG here and there. But Los, I think I'm gonna turn over our Twitter handle to you since you be on Twitter. You gonna
Please let me have it.
But the coolest thing for me on this Twitter recently is these imagine then boom. I like that. I like those tweets. I like those memes when people are like imagine then boom. And it's currently like my favorite one. It's like people say I turn them on to certain things. Like about a year ago, I turned boys on to the send nudes, and then every time they saw a send nudes like video, they would send it to me and be like, "That's funny how creative people were." They would have a video going on, and all of a sudden it'd be like send nudes. Like I feel like it's on that level. Like I'm loving it, and it's very B-Town of a meme set. Cutting like, how do you say boom, Roger? If you hear it? Like imagine something then boom.
No, I don't say that. I say it then boom. I say boom.
But if somebody from New Iberia is reading it, bum,
and then bum, my dick in your mouth.
Okay, that's the first one. Actually, this podcast is brought to you by Small Town Citizen. Small Town Citizen is the one that said some of these are wild, some of these are funny, some of them aren't as funny. But imagine you shot $100 on your head, then boom, my ding-a-ling in your mouth.
Hey, y'all saw the one that said, imagine coming home to your girl in bed, you tell her a joke, then boom, the nigga under the bed start laughing too.
That's fucked up. Like, imagine you answer some of those guys in your inbox, then boom, your weave paid for. Like, I like them. They start going. What you got one, Lowe's? Look at y'all overlooking at these.
Yeah. Nah, bro. I didn't catch it though.
Imagine him giving you a call for your birthday. Then boom, you get pulled over and go to jail for auto theft and 2 rocks. But then with all of these, like they'd always start turning because I started seeing people with the they start getting into like the emotional ones. Like imagine you tell me you love me, then boom, we live happily ever after, and you got a real woman on your side. Like
no, they got because I'm looking at a few of them and like some of them gangsters. So it's like you know how like niggas that think they gangster, sometimes they might really be gangsters. I don't know. Imagine. Hold on, that's not the one I wanted to read. Imagine me getting no support and then boom, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
I saw one of them where like dude was like, imagine you run up on me and then boom, 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 boom. That pistol. Just take you out. Like, come on,
relax, brother.
Like,
Imagine winking at my girlfriend and then boom, your eye gone.
I'm a fan, and I think like I'm gonna put one on the cover. The one I'm gonna put on the cover gonna be like, imagine I invite you over for Netflix and chill. Then boom, I tell you I ain't got no Netflix. Ain't no Netflix. Ain't no Netflix, bitch.
Imagine Snapchat disables all filters. Then boom, you an ugly bitch again.
I can laugh at these. I like these. They make me happy, man.
Oh man, this is wild. Hold on.
Now look, y'all are down the rabbit hole. See, you people are down the rabbit hole.
Imagine running your mouth on social media, then boom, I catch you at Walmart.
I mean, but that's they get better. So I encourage you all to go down the rabbit because I'm looking at both of y'all. Y'all are in the rabbit hole. Y'all are in your phones,
Definitely.
huge, trying to find.
There are a lot of them are girl stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Imagine you answer some of those guys in your DMs and then boom, your weave paid for.
That's the first one I said.
He just said that. I mean, he just said that. Jesus.
I'm obviously not listening. I'm in the rabbit hole.
You're in the rabbit. He's down the rabbit
Hey,
hole.
imagine fingering a girl at the movies, then boom, somebody yells, "Yo, what's that smell?"
Then boom, ass on your fingers. I'm gonna let y'all think about them all day, man. I'm about to cue this music. Y'all can think about them while I cue this music up for nothing nice to say.
There's nothing
And then boom, nothing nice to say.
Boom.
Imagine
Nothing
doing a
nice.
podcast and you're having fun looking in the rabbit hole and then boom, nothing nice to say.
Imagine doing a podcast and it hit 55 minutes, then boom.
You know, they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo nice.
All right, I see you, Maurice Robinson. This cat might be my new favorite college football player. Oh, you never heard of him? Let me tell you about Buddy. Maurice Robinson is a 6'1", 180-pound quarterback from Murphy High School in Mobile, Alabama. Depending on who you ask, he's anywhere between the 19th and the 31st best college prospect out of the state of Alabama, with offers from Tulane, Florida Atlantic, I see you, Lane Kiffin, the Florida Gators, the LSU Go Tigers, and the BCS national champion Nick Saban-led Alabama Crimson Tide. So where did he decide to begin his college career? Grambling University. Oh, GS, you. I thought you knew. Man, I'm hype about this. Although Tim Manuels will always be my favorite Grambling Tiger, 5 straight SWAC Special Team Player of the Year in 2007, kicking that easy. Look him up. I'm 100% in this kid's corner. He said when he goes to Graham, he wants to play defense because that's his best ticket to the next level. The kid runs a 4.35 and has a quarterback's understanding of the game, so I think he's going to be straight. They got quotes out there, the little homie saying that he saw Grambling as the place where he could be great and make a name for himself, and that the coaches and players made him feel at home. Imagine that. A big-time recruit visits a HBCU and then boom, he feels at home. Shit, I went to HBCU. For all of y'all who don't know who that is, it's a historically black college or university, a black school. So I went to an HBCU, and I could attest for the fact that for any young black kid, you will never have more fun or a better college experience than going to school with a bunch of other college-minded black kids. If this is the start of a trend, I'm all for it. If this is where we headed in 2018, pencil me in for season tickets. If young black men are going to start representing the universities that were the homes of Eddie Robinson, Clarence Big House Gaines, Steve McNair, Walter Payton, the Human Jukebox, the Ocean of Funk, Devin Miles, and Dr. Lee. Oh, Drumline wasn't a real thing? Either way, I'm with the shits. I definitely think we should have more of these great black athletes keeping it in the family and going to HBCUs, but here's the catch. You ever YouTube the video of the facilities at Oregon or LSU or Alabama? Shit, at the school I went to, the sports team were the only ones who had a gym to work out in. And it was a busted out, cobwebbed up spot in the back corner of the university police station. Why wouldn't boys want to go down the street and have all the amenities that they provide at PWIs? Well, PWIs, you know what that is. That's predominantly white institution. That's white schools. That's what we call them. But why wouldn't they want to go there? Besides the nice facilities, they also don't have to end up in those money games. If you haven't seen the HBO Real Sports documentary on those, you should check it out. Cam Newton's little brother them whipped UNLV as a 45-point underdog this past season, as literally the biggest upset in college football history. But that ain't usually the case. How it usually goes is them boys go down to Alabama, LSU, Ohio State, And they pay schools like Grambling, Alabama A&M, or Hampton to come pick up that check for $500,000 and get destroyed in a way that absolutely puts their players' safeties in question. A young brother from Southern got paralyzed playing against Georgia less than 3 years ago. Look, I'm not saying football won't always be dangerous, because it will. But what I'm saying is this. Take that $500,000 you get from taking them ass whippings against D1 schools and reinvest it in better facilities, better marketing, better amenities. So then you can have a whole team of D1 talented young black men who want to play for a black school with a black coach with a bunch of black girls in the stands next to a black band playing fuck them other niggas every time you score a touchdown. But hey, sound like I ain't got nothing nice to say, so I shouldn't say nothing at all. Hey, man, I know y'all found some more Boom memes in the meantime, but I mean, hey. Tim Manuel, my favorite HBCU player.
Shout out Tim Manuel, but we don't
But my
like
second
Grambling.
favorite is CAP, aka Lowe's, TSU, HBCU.
We out here. We throwing a touchdown from 99 yards away. Boom.
You know what would really be funny? If this nigga say, you know, I really, really like Grambling, but boom.
I'm going to Alabama.
I'm going somewhere else.
When he see me post this, he gonna be like, man, I'm tripping, man, with them old nice facilities.
Nah, once he travel, all
Wait,
he gotta
hold
do is
on,
travel.
Wait, now let me see the facility.
Boom. That dude online who went viral, he said, man, boom. You should go look at the white schools.
Hey,
I was
once he
gonna go to
travel,
Grambling,
all it
but
takes
boom,
is
imagine
1 day
me
of
going to
travel.
Grambling and killing all of these subpar athletes.
Not gonna let you say subpar, my nigga.
And then boom, I'm going somewhere
Not
where
gonna,
everybody
not gonna let
just
you
like
say subpar, my nigga. Not gonna let you say subpar, my nigga. It's disrespectful.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Gas pedal. I'm gas pedaling somebody just cuz, man. I'm gas pedaling at Hella Graphics this week. HellaGraphics. Hella Graphics. The homeboy Snoop. He actually did our first logo for Best Friend Weekend. HellaGraphics.com.
Go check him out, man.
He comes up with concepts, designs, and produce printed materials for businesses in Maricopa, Arizona. I know you're from Cali somewhere in the hood, probably Florence and Normandy. Ain't that where the riots at?
Exactly.
I think that's where them boys from. They from the hood.
Yeah.
But I mean, they make good stuff. They design good stuff. And they said if you tell them Best Friend Weekend sent you,
Get that high 15% off.
15% off your first offer.
Off the top.
15% off your first offer.
Hey, you tell me, imagine telling them Best Friend Weekend sent you.
Then boom, 15% off. That's what I'm saying right now, man. We need a couple of posters too. So when you listen to this, Snoop, hey, get our posters ready. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna do our t-shirts in a little while.
Then
so match with Hella Graphics.
We go viral.
I'm with the shits, man. So hey, holla at Hella Graphics. I'm with it, man.
Believe that.
Good podcast, good energy, man.
Hey, what up, Kid Nice? Kid Awesome. What up, Kid Awesome? I see you.
Who's Kid? Oh, there you go. Raj,
I thought it was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, Kid.
segment or
Yeah,
something
right.
like that.
Kid Awesome, I see you.
Make a wish.
What up?
What is wrong with him?
Rod
That's what I
disrespectful.
thought. Shout out. Hey, look, CAP. Don't say my name though.
Kid Awesome, huh?
Call me Kid Awesome.
Kid Awesome.
This is my friends at school call me. I just want to say shout out to CAP. Cap love the kids.
Yeah, you see me? You see me?
I saw you.
Hey, making great men,
That's
bro.
right.
Reach one, teach one, dog.
Oh, he did. But
We
the
need
problem
us.
is, if y'all look at CAP page, the problem is
It's
he
too
posted
ignorant.
4 pictures of the same picture. Like, I don't like when people do that because there's no variation in that picture. It's capping them kids, capping them kids, capping. They
But you
look
know
the
what
same
happened?
pose, the same face.
Now, you know what happened? I really didn't try to do that.
Oh, you special.
No,
Is he weird or is he special?
I'm both. Both. Bum.
No, but like the funny. So I just looked. I never noticed. I always look at the first picture because I think it's selfish to post a 4-peat. No, but like this is the funniest thing in the world to me. Like, so the kids are a little different, you know. You got that one kid, the little Asian kid with
You see, got the
that
leggings
little
on?
tie. And they got a napkin on. So
Hey,
that screams special ed to me.
listen here. We don't discriminate
Then,
making great
you know,
men, my brother.
you know, no, look, I'm not gonna talk about the kids. That's the kids.
No, you
Good
can't. I
job,
talk about them all
kids.
the time.
But Cap, You got the same face in every picture.
He didn't even change. He tried to post one picture, then boom, 4 of the same ones.
Yeah.
Like he was holding down a little button to take the little picture.
You found the four best.
Hey, no,
That's
it wasn't no 4
obviously his
best.
pose.
It was 4 pictures. I'm gonna post these pictures real quick.
Like
I was
Charlamagne do the same page. That's your pose? That's the cap pose?
I don't smile. That's the only thing I got. When you ugly, you gotta find the best ugly pose you can do.
Mm.
That's my best ugly day.
I wouldn't know nothing about that. Nice.
Okay.
Hey, look at him, man. Start queuing up some music,
Hey,
man.
you see my little
Then
dude?
he got.
You
Then he
see
got
my dude
two,
with the head?
He got 2. My brother's keeper, but with two hashtags. Because when you do 2 hashtags, that's when they go like you put the hashtags to the top. So
We
shout
doubling
out-
up.
Shout out, Cap.
Raj playing the shit out.
Raj mad 'cause kids
But
don't
Raj,
like that.
find the line, man. Truth moment right quick, man. Hey, man, play the music, man. I'm ready to get out of here. Stop on this shit.
What's the music? Is it the holographics?